Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. It's your girl, Naiah Nikole. So in today's video, we're going to be reviewing what transgender hormone therapy is, what it looks like, expectations, some things I learned along the way, and a big misconception that everybody that's transitioning should be on hormones. So if you want to know all these details and more, go ahead and watch this video all the way to the end. Here is a big disclaimer, because I will be talking about prescription medications and the regimen that I had been taking throughout my transition. I just want to let all of you guys know that this is not medical advice whatsoever. Please do not take any of the things that I'm going to be talking about in this video literal and self-medicate. Please seek out a medical doctor in order for you to start your hormone replacement therapy. Let's begin by talking about what is hormone replacement therapy. Hormone replacement therapy for transgender individuals includes 3 different drugs. It includes an anti-androgen, which is a drug that is meant to suppress the male testosterone and prevent from further masculinization of the body. Second part is taking estrogen. Estrogen is used to go ahead and further feminize the body, which can help you with getting rid of some old fibrous tissue of muscle that you might have developed over time. Or maybe you want smoother skin, estrogen is your best friend. Number 3 is taking progesterone. Progesterone is pretty much the one drug that will actually get you to kickstart your whole hormone regimen. That's going to go ahead and help give you the faster benefits to go ahead and feminize your body by giving you the softer skin, go ahead and advance your breast tissue to start growing so much faster, and also helps you with your sleep and also to help you with your cardiovascular system. Now, like I said, this is not medical advice. Please do not self-medicate with any of these medications. So anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the misconception that everybody has about transgender people getting into hormone therapy. I personally do not believe that every single trans person should start hormone replacement therapy. I think depending on where you are with your transition, what you want, what goals do you have? For example, if you start hormone replacement therapy at a young age, you might not want to get on estrogen and all of these other things to develop your body so much faster, just because you're at such a young age where you should just allow your body and your mind to kind of, join in, and you got to figure out where you're at. And if you're not ready to start growing breast, for example, at that young age, then you shouldn't be taking estrogen. That's something that I didn't know when I was younger. I started taking hormones on and off, obviously, because I was confused of what I wanted. And I also was retracted and thrown, as you may say, back in the closet. If you're a young trans person, don't just rush into hormone replacement therapy. Just go see a doctor and see what your options are, because you might be able to just block your puberty by taking anti-androgen, but you might not want to take the estrogen right away. And like I said, for me, I jumped into it, and when I first started doing hormones, I took them illegally, and I almost died. I got very, very sick. My thyroid started failing, and that's why I urge every single person to make sure that you get a doctor that actually prescribes all these medications to you. Let's go ahead and talk about what kind of things to expect while you actually get on hormones. After you actually get on the anti-androgen, which is the one medication that's going to go ahead and block the testosterone that your body's producing, it's going to go ahead and stop that whole system, which is going to go ahead and allow you to take your estrogen. And once you take your estrogen, your breast will start growing. This process actually takes about 3 to 6 months to actually see real changes. Don't think that it's like hormone replacement therapy, some magic pill that from one day to the next, you're just gonna wake up a female. Also, one of the biggest things that people think hormone replacement therapy is gonna do for you is it's gonna heighten your voice. No. As soon as you start hormone replacement therapy, that's not going to help with your voice. Wherever your voice is right now, it's pretty much kind of the way that it's going to stay. There is voice surgery that you can get if your voice is kind of deep. That's a conversation for another video. One of the things that you could do is start practicing and getting better with your voice. And that's something that hormone replacement therapy is not going to do. It's not going to heighten your voice unless you start hormone therapy at a much younger age. The reason why I tell everyone not to self-medicate because here's an interesting fact. Actually, the anti-androgen medication that they use for hormone replacement therapy is actually used to treat prostate cancer. Crazy, right? That's why I'm telling you, medications are very, very powerful. So do not self-medicate. Here, I'm gonna be completely blunt and open with you guys. For me, through my whole transition, I have probably taken hormones a total of maybe 3 months. I just always felt like I didn't need them. I felt that hormones weren't really gonna help me. I've had facial feminization surgery and I've had injections done on my body to make my body look exactly the way that it does today. And I've been able to achieve all of this without hormones. And this is why I say hormone replacement therapy is optional for everyone. It just depends what you want to get out of it. I got breast surgery right away, so I didn't really need the hormones to give me big breasts. I also didn't need to get my skin softer and all this. I actually naturally just had soft skin. I also had laser hair removal, and hormone replacement therapy will help you with thinning all your body hair, as well as allowing male pattern baldness to go ahead and get retracted or stop it at its tracks. That's a positive thing of HRT, but honestly, like I said, it's all optional. There's a lot of things to think about before you start HRT, and one of the biggest ones is erections, your sex life. You gotta worry about that, because once you start hormone replacement therapy, you're no longer gonna have you're gonna have one of these. So think about that before you start HRT. There's also people that get on hormone replacement therapy that are not transgender. They're non-binary, or maybe there's somewhere in the spectrum that they just want to be a little more feminine. It's optional. I don't think that if you're transgender that you should just run off and get hormones and start the process if you're just not ready for it. I would say definitely get educated and continue your transition. This transition is yours and not for anyone else. Just to go over everything that we talked about today, hormone replacement therapy is an option. Make sure that you know why you're doing it, because hormone replacement therapy will take away your erections, will give you some other effects that you might not be okay with, like blood clots, and you might be prone to those. And there's some dangerous stuff in here. So make sure that you don't self-medicate. Hormone therapy will definitely help you feminize and fit more into the body that you want. But if you're a trans person that doesn't want to be feminine, then maybe hormone therapy isn't for you. All right, my little darlings, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure that you give it a thumbs up. And if you've learned something new today, make sure you hit me in the comments with what you've learned, or maybe something you didn't know that I've taught you today. Hopefully I have helped you all to just open up your mind, open up your hearts, and be a little more accepting to transgender individuals. I love you guys. Thank you so much.